Well, good morning, boys and girls. It's Friday, a day before Wildcard weekend begins. So let's discuss it in the professional manner that you know is always given to you here on the BBD channel. So who are this year's playoff contenders and actual participants? So we will take me out of the picture now, since I am not important, and we will look at who the teams are. First, let's take a look at this year's teams with byes. Got your basic Cowboys. You got your basic Falcons from the NFC, believe it or not. And in the AFC, you got the usual suspect, the Patriots, and this year, Kansas City. So, who does that leave for this week's wild card games? Well, the most exciting game, in my opinion, this weekend will be this one. The Detroit Lions and the Seattle Sea Chickens. Most people just assume that Seattle's going to win this game because it's in Seattle. And, well, they're right. Seattle will win this game. No, you know what? I changed that. I'm taking the Lions in this game. I think the Lions pull the upset and beat Seattle 27-21. Next, we got the other NFC game. The G-Men, the New York Giants. They will be traveling to the frozen tundra of Lambeau Field to take on the Green Bay Packers and Aaron Rodgers' aerial assault. No one giving the Giants much of a chance in the frozen tundra except for old BVD. I think the Giants have a good chance of winning this game. They have a defense that can put pressure on Aaron Rodgers, and they have an offense that, if Eli is on his game, can score. Yes, I said it. They can score. And you have to do that in football to win. You have to score. So, for your gambling purposes, you want to take New York and the points and throw them in the damn Hudson River, because they're not winning. Give me the G-Men of Green Bay in this game. Next up, we've got an interesting matchup featuring the Oakland Raiders, team that hasn't been in the playoffs in eons, facing the Houston Texans. Yes, I know that's a Jaguars helmet, but I've lost my Houston helmet, so just work with me here. In fact, let's do it that way. If Oakland had their starting quarterback, I would pick them in a landslide in this game, even given the fact that the Houston Oilers, oh, that's right, they're the Texans now. Even though the Houston Oilers have the best defense in the NFL, supposedly, I still like the Raiders in this game because I just don't think the Oilers have what it takes. Osweiler, I'm not buying this guy. But I am buying the Oakland Raiders. So, goodbye to Houston. Hello to Al Davis and the Oakland Raiders. Yes, Al Davis will be in attendance. They are bringing his corpse into this game and putting him on the 50-yard line. Finally this weekend, an interesting matchup featuring the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Miami Dolphins. Interesting game. Now, if this was the 1980s and the Dolphins had Dan Marino and Super Duper and that bunch, I don't know if I'd pick them even with them, because back then the Steelers had that awesome defense. But this year, the Steelers are pretty good, and the Dolphins are more of a surprise team. I'm going with the Steelers for one reason, and one reason only. You see that logo? Dolphins fans, what say you? I say bring back this logo, because that gay-ass shit that they've got... Oh, excuse me, I didn't mean... That's gay as in haha. That funny-looking dolphin, if you want to call him that, now looks like a happy-go-lucky, flippity-floppity, frickin' flamin'-ass damn dolphin. So, no team with a logo like that should win. The Steelers are number one. Why? Because they only have one logo on their helmet. How many of you have actually noticed that the Steelers only have one logo on their helmet? I could give you the story behind that, but that's a video for another time. So, who are your winners this weekend? You can take this to the bank. Go ahead and bet the farm or the chicken house or whatever you want to bet on this, because it will come to pass. Your winners this weekend: Seattle, the G-Men of Green Bay, and forgot who the hell I picked. Oakland. And lastly, the Steelers. As far as next weekend, we'll get to that when we get to that. Thanks for watching. Hope you have a lovely weekend. And, yeah. Go Cards. You should have mowed more yards this year, you frickin' bastards.